Well, hey everybody, welcome to Fingerstyle Guitar number 4B, where tonight we're going to add another section to Windy and Warm, another piece of the pie, and it is a an A run that we're going to add into this, and that's really all we're going to focus on tonight. So we'll get into that in just a moment, but first, I hope the intro was something different for you. I've mentioned this before. I haven't done those things in many years, but there was a time when I was pretty much the rhythm guitarist in a few rock bands and that were local, and so I did spend quite a bit of time with that. And as I've also mentioned before, I used to sit out in the studio periodically and early in the morning or something, and I would just sit up there and noodle up a few chord progressions and riffs to my liking, to my taste. And so I thought, well, why not open these videos up with something a little bit different, right? Hopefully you thought it was a little different and it didn't scare you off too bad. I appreciate David Hayes. Everybody needs a trusted ally when it comes to, ideas, bouncing stuff off of people, particularly as it relates to videos. And so I had uploaded the intro to this and shared it with Dave, and he gave me a little input on a few things graphically, I guess you could say, with the video, from a positioning standpoint. And then it's good to have that because we need each other, right? And that's what life's all about. So thanks, Dave. I appreciate your input and your help with that. So before we get started tonight, I want to put up and feature somebody that I have talked about in a couple of videos briefly. But I feel like I owe this girl a little more than that. Her name is Jenny Daniels, and Jenny is just she's a wonderful vocalist, and I'm particularly fond of some of the old 40s, 50s jazz covers that Jenny does, and I think if Billie Holiday were around, she'd give her a hug. That's how good I think that girl is. And so I'm going to put the one up out of all the videos she's ever done that, in my opinion, is my absolute favorite. Mind you, everybody's got different tastes, so you might like a video that's even more different than that, and on her channel, I don't know, but it's a Billie Holiday song. Frank Sinatra, I think, sang it as well. It's called All the Way, and it is amazing to listen to this girl sing this song. The first time I heard it, I don't think I moved or flinched throughout that whole thing. And Jenny's very talented. I'll drop a link to her channel in the description down below. And I would encourage you to go to her channel if you do not already know her and are not already subscribed. She's a nice girl. She's a pretty girl. She's a heck of a singer. That jazzy voice that she's got is just incredible. Anyway, I could go on for quite a while about Jenny. I don't know why she would waste 5 seconds even talking to me, but she does. And if you look in some of the comments on the videos, you will notice that she's been on the channel quite a bit and made quite a few comments because, again, she's very kind. Either that or she just absolutely loves being entertained. maybe that's it. I don't know. That's okay. I'll take sympathy entertainment if it shows up, right? Anyway, all the way covered by Jenny Daniels. Here you go.
When somebody loves you, it's no good unless he loves you all the way. Happy to be near you when you need someone to cheer you all the way. Taller than the tallest tree is, that's how it's got to feel. Deeper than the deep blue sea is, that's how deep it goes if it's real. When somebody needs you, you're no good unless he needs you all the way. Through the good or lean years, and for all the in-between years, come what may. Who knows where the road will lead us? Only a fool would say. But if you let me love you, it's for sure I'm gonna love you all the way. But if you let me love you, it's for sure I'm gonna love you all the way, all the way.
All right, everybody, go visit Jenny. I'm going to drop a link in the description. It's a decision I don't believe you're going to regret, and I'd encourage you to subscribe to her. I think she's a good girl, and she is an amazing vocalist. All right? On the Windy and Warm, Fingerstyle Guitar 4B. Okay, would you believe me if I told you this was the 4th or 5th time that I've had to come back and kind of redo this? I think I got too much work on my mind at the moment. So I'm going to try to push that to the back and unwind a little bit here as we go through this and just relax a little bit. Okay, so we are coming out of that melody. Then we're going to repeat that line, so to speak, with, once we do the, then we're going to, in the A minor, we're going to run through that same similar scenario. And that's the point where once we do that, that's where we're going to go into this little bit of an A run here, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to, let me see. What I do is pick up on strings 2 and 3 open and hammer them on with that A bass note, okay? Now you don't want to mute that too much on that A bass note. You really want that to stand out. You don't want it ringing, but you want some clarity there on that A bass note, okay? Because you're going to just pick up on those strings 2 and 3, not 1, 2, and 3, 2 and 3. And when you hammer those 2 down, you've got string number 2, number 1 fret, forefinger, string number 3, number 2 fret, middle finger, okay? And when you pull up on those 2, which is what you're going to do down here, you're going to hammer on those strings with that bass note, that number 5 bass note. Then you're going to just slide that up to that G fret. Okay? And so where your fingers are here is you have your number 2 string, number 3 fret, number 3 string, number 4 fret. And you're pinching that number 5 bass note when you bring it up. Okay? Now you're going to take either your ring finger or your ring finger or your little finger. I use my ring finger. Strings 2 and 3. You're just laying across there on strings 2 and 3 on that number 5 fret. Strings 2 and 3. If you wanted to do it with your little finger, you could. Then you're going to walk that back down. Let off. And then you're going to go to strings 3 and 4. 2nd fret. I use my middle finger on the number 4 string and my ring finger on the number 3 string. You don't have to do that. You can use any fingers you want. And you kind of twist that A note and strings 3 and 4. Okay? Just like that. So it sounds like this. Okay? Now if I speed this up, it's not like that. Bass notes continuing to roll. Okay? Now, we talked about when you first go into this. Open, strings 3 and 4, 2nd fret. Now we're going to repeat that. When we pinch that bass note down here, we're going to hit that bass note again. And we're pinching it again. Okay? So when you put all that together, and I'll walk through that one more time very slowly, okay? After we put it together, all right? So, starting from the very beginning. timing was pretty bad there, but you get the general idea. So let's walk through this slowly one more time. Okay, don't forget that extra little bass note you're going to throw in there. It's not really an extra little bass note. It's just that when you start working on this A run, you're used to doing something here each time you're hitting the bass note. There's a couple of occasions where the bass note's going to roll one more time and then you're going to do something. For example, and we'll do it one more time. Right here. Because remember, right here, first you did. That's a bass note because you're 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Then one more bass note because you got to keep that beat going with that bass note. Okay. Now, that should keep you rather entertained for a little while longer because you're not only learning this song, but most of you are learning fingerstyle maybe for the first time. So it's not getting a rush. We got time. I mean, if you learn all this and you're not on the channel anymore, we're not going to get to visit too much. So it's in my best interest just keep this thing going as long as... No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that to you. I just have fond memories of how difficult this is. That's all. And getting too much in one bite. I could do the whole song in one video. And then you could sit here on your computer and you could stop and pause and all that kind of stuff. But that's just a pain. Besides that, it doesn't give me time to think of new things to entertain you with, right? New stories, so to speak. I can tell you that today is the very first day in I don't know how many years that I was actually in the office, and the first thing I did when I woke up was not pull my guitar out. I literally pulled my guitar out right before making this video tonight, which was after about 6 o'clock in the evening. So first time in 3 or 4 years that the first thing I did in the mornings was not pull my guitar out of the case. That's an interesting day right there, isn't it? But anyway, let's walk through this all the way through what we're going to learn up to this point before we do another video, okay? Stop there. The Lindsey Buckingham thing, I don't know if I mentioned that or not, if it was in one of the edits that I had to cut because I just all over the map tonight. Fleetwood Mac did a tune that sounds that has that little run in it. I don't know what the name of that song is. I really like Fleetwood Mac, but I wouldn't say that I just sat and studied everything they ever did, and I thought they were very, very talented, obviously. Stevie Nicks, one incredible vocalist, to this day just blows me away. Lindsey Buckingham may be one of the best guitarists that ever lived, in my opinion. Very creative guy and just incredible on a guitar. But I forget the name of that song, but and I'm not going to pretend like I'm going to play this right good for you, okay? Matter of fact, I haven't done this in a while, so I probably am going to mess it up, but you'll recognize this tune. I can't remember the name of it, but it's, let me see. Something like that. I don't know how it goes. I'd have to sit down and tinker with it a little bit. But I remembered when I heard Chet Atkins and Tommy doing this. See, now I've got that song now stuck in my head and I can't go back. Let me see. But you can see the connection there. So I wonder sometimes if Lindsey Buckingham didn't catch Chet Atkins playing this on TV or something, or on radio, and he heard that and he got stuck in his head, and next thing you know, voila, Fleetwood Mac's got a hit. But, you know, hey, all music builds on other music, right? And and that's okay, right? But, yeah, the two do sound a little bit connected there, do they not? All right, folks, go visit Jenny. She's an incredible vocalist. I like the jazz stuff that she does more than anything, and she's good at everything else she does. She has a country channel as well, and very good there as well. But that girl's got a jazz voice that just really, you know, it gets you. It does me anyway. Wait a minute, it would be on this side, wouldn't it? Yeah, this side. Sorry, Jenny. But it just gets you kind of right there, you know. It's the kind of music I love on a rainy day to sit and listen to, or I'm driving down the road and it's raining, that kind of thing. That's or at night, real late at night, if I'm coming home from the airport or something, or coming home from a trip somewhere. That's the kind of thing I like to sit and listen to in the blackness and the pitch dark night by myself, you know. Just beautiful, beautiful music. Anyway, if you're anything like me, you're thoroughly going to enjoy that girl. It's always good to see everybody. I hope things are going well for you, and I hope the opener didn't throw you off too bad. Take care of your friends. Take care of your family. God bless. We'll see you next time.